Hello everyone, my name is DustInLint and welcome back to some more Pyre, where last we left off we had just finished beating the Harpy Triumvirate, or yes, the Harpy Triumvirate. Pameth's Moonshine kept close at hand in the off chance of a good occasion or a very bad one. Wow. What the actual heck though with that? Pametha seems to have something on her mind. Let's talk with Pametha first. You approach Pametha, who has kept to herself since she joined your small band. You sense she's unaware of you as she preens her flight feathers, but then she speaks up before you can do the same. Come to check up on me, reader darling. In those first moments that we met, that vote of confidence in me which you relayed to that nice headwind boy, I'm grateful you were willing to see past these wings. One of your kind's ancient enemies just happens to insert herself into your group and you just go with it? However, I assure you that my motives are plain. You'll see. I've business with my blood sister Tamitha, and nothing more. You briefly met, I think. She's quite a catch. As to the little squabble between us, well, it's a long story all in all. One that's frankly no one's business but hers and mine. Surely we'll run into her again. Maybe not soon, but in time, and we will have the rest of our long lives to wait. Anyways, happy to aid you in your quest, until such time, especially to the extent that it aids me and mine, a simple exchange. Until then, stay vigilant, darling. You needn't concern yourself with making small talk with someone like me, and besides, we harps have a saying, liars abound. She swoops away before you can respond. Yonder crystal. What brings you to me this time, dear reader? Oh, she doesn't even have anything on her mind. Bid her farewell. Well, that was quick. I guess we will continue our journey then. I think it was east this time, or west? Unknown areas. And the sulfur main. I like that. Precarious path leading toward the woods. The lone minstrel cautions that the one path down the cliffs is rather treacherous. Well, it seems like it's the only path, so we'll have to take it. Yep. Stopped right away. The wagon has hit a snag descending the Black Crags. Its wheel is stuck. Jodariel is not pleased. First that blasted bird, now this. Though you like Jodariel's raw strength, you join in as she attempts to dislodge the wagon. At last, with a roar and a heave, she forces the wagon back onto solid ground. May this sandalwood be worth all of the hassle. Thank you, Jody. I'm guessing Sandalwood doesn't like to be kept waiting. He is very patient on the contrary. Not I. Let us move on. Soon the wagon is prepared to press onward down the jagged slopes towards Waking Wood. Your companions who explored ahead advise on which of the forked paths is best. If it's Rookie, I'm not sure if I can trust you. Glass Peak. Lands to the east of the Waking Wood riddled with Black Crags. Pametha says she can procure a talisman here. Or Flamberg lands on the northern plateau over Waking Wood, pocked with seething fissures. Sir Gilman claims he can dig up something valuable here. So, talisman or just something valuable? I think we go for the talisman. As much as I would like to follow, how did that work? Having gone the route Pametha recommended, she directs you towards a particular crag, no more conspicuous than any other. They clip our wings before they cast us down, you know. But just the same, we learn to flit around a bit. Just watch. Pametha swoops up to a nearby peak and disappears behind it. She does not keep you waiting long and returns bearing an item of some sort. For you, reader darling. We highwing remnants stash away such things for such occasions. Found a fairy spirit. After bear banishes an adversary, it spawns a moon drop, which briefly grants infinite stamina. Oh, baby. That's not bad at all. Now we're into the thick of it, so to speak. Having passed beyond the Black Crags, your wagon arrives at the edge of Wakenwood. It is here that Sandalwood is to be expecting you, however. Most puzzling. He ought to have met us here. You said he would find us himself. Aye. He was to find us at the edge of these woods. We supposed to keep waiting for him? He would desire for the stars to be our guide, as always. The rights beckon, and the rights shall take precedence above all else. Surely he shall find us yet. Then, let's keep moving. How do we get through these woods? And Lone Minstrel notes two possible paths forward from this point, though cautions that the woods are difficult to navigate, and Sandalwood would have known the most expedient path. So there's either Needlefield, a small clearing east of Glade of Lou. Says his client Sandalwood studied the rights here. Or Greymoor. Contains the grandest trees of all in Wakenwood. This is his client Sandalwood once resided here. I think we go to Needlefield. And hopefully this is the right call. Sandalwood is a master in the rights, or used to be at least. Then, well, it is not my place to say. Doubtless he shall tell you in due time. Now, if only we could find him. He used to mentor his own companions in the rights, not far from here. However, you find no trace of the informant anywhere nearby, and without his guidance, you remain quite lost in the woods. The woods seem to have encroached. There is no path forward, while neither of the paths leading backward appeared to match the route you took to this point. Oh. Burnt Grove. Ashton grounds amid Waken Woods. Face seems to be drawn to this location for some reason, or the southern pass through, or under thicket, the southern pass through. Imp Tizo seems to wish to go towards this location. We'll go to the Burnt Grove? And there's so many branching decisions now going forward. The woods are so disorienting. At this point, you decide to break for camp and survey the surroundings for any clues. Perhaps later, there shall be a time to pursue your vocations. The Beyonder Crystal seeks Jodariel. Finally, we have another scribe trial. A visit from my favorite reader. What is this occasion? I almost did the Lone Minstrel voice for Sandra. Request of her a scribe trial. Oh, good. Just as I was beginning to feel more bored than, or even than usual. Jodariel. Spawn a moon drop. I think we're okay with what we got. You asked Sandra to administer one of her special trials for Jodariel. That surly demon, is it? She could stand to line up, though I fear that is not a secret I can teach. But let us bring her forth regardless. Soon Jodariel appears in heed of the summons. What is the meaning of this, reader? Demons such as Jodariel are slow to move in rights but have huge ores and inflict heavy pyre damage. One v one. What is the meaning of this? Reader, where are the others? The apparition Sandra appears and loosens her mask. Welcome to my humble home, demon. You are good at taking orders, no? State your purpose quickly, Wraith. My purpose is to put you to the test. You may be fearsome to behold, but you are old and slow. Your weaknesses perhaps outweigh your strengths, though I sorely wish to see you and your lovely reader prove me wrong. Oh, she says. Very well then, reader. Let's show her whether she is right. Oh, never mind. There's 3 harpies. Oh, boy. What? Nope. There we go. That's how you do it. Achievement the Fallen Soldier. Oh, baby. Oh boy. Okay, yep. That's bad. That's bad. That's bad. That's bad. That's bad. Yep, that's a 3 point for them. There we go. Just one more. Just one more. Just one more. Nope. Oh my god, why does it have to be all the way over there? 3, 2, 1. Nope, not gonna make it in time. Nope. Dang it. This is a tough one. There we go. Okay, we're done. We're the best around, and nothing's ever going to get us down. Are you satisfied now, Wraith? I'm never satisfied, Demon. However, your performance was sufficient, and you passed my test. Thus, congratulations are in order. To you and your lovely reader. Now, farewell. Sandra's Disciple! Achievement unlocked. Cool, cool, cool. I like that. I wanted to read that screen there, but I didn't realize it was like actually pretty unique. Jodariel, that was a strange experience. What do you have there, reader? Solium's horn for completing Jodariel's trial. Caster or faster or farther and faster than usual by 15%. Ooh. Sandra's second blade managed to graze her target's face, twisted as it was with sorrow, not with rage. That's pretty good, that's pretty good. Okay, so... don't get a save there? Okay, sift through the ashes. Perhaps the ashen-covered ground here holds some clue about what happened to the informant. He was here! He was here! You mean Sandalwood? If I may ask, how can you be so certain? I think from this? I think from this! It says something. I don't know what it says, but I feel like it has it has to mean something. Faye produces a small strip of bark she found in the ashes. At first it seems like nothing of interest, until you see a message carved onto the inside. You found bark stripe. Ooh. A sturdy strip of bark. On it is written, come to Cinderroot S. Come to Cinderroot. So, it's some kind of message from this Sandalwood guy, right? Seems that way. Which way to Cinderroot? A hushed clearing glade south of Lou. It is due west. Perhaps we can set forth early tomorrow when the woods are still. Sounds great. Or sounds good. Everybody rest up. Big day coming up. Hell yeah, we can mentor a companion. And who better to mentor than probably Pamatha? Yeah. Fine, fine. Fine then. Let us chat together for a spell. Pamatha gains a somewhat stronger grasp of how to better pass the celestial orb through strength of will and trust in one's triumvirate than through dexterity alone. She nods in understanding. Rank 2, baby! Well, Tamatha, soon I'll be catching up with you at this, whether you like it or not. Okay, now masteries. Swiftness and mobility or aggressive capabilities. So it starts either with while flying, Pamatha moves faster than usual, or for 5 seconds after banishing an adversary, Pamatha moves 30% faster than usual. Ooh, that's kind of interesting, but so is that. Pamatha permanently gains +8 quickness, making her move much faster. Okay, that's also like really, really good. And then Pamatha permanently gains +4 to quickness, presence, and hope, making her better all around. Oh, baby. If Pamatha is banished while Wound Fury's effect is active, she returns twice as quickly as usual. Fell Swoop. While casting her aura, Pamatha can trigger an aura burst that banishes nearby adversaries. Okay. Like, don't get me wrong. +8 quickness, +8 quickness is pretty good, but +4 to quickness, presence, and hope, that's like really good. So I think we're gonna go for the Wing Fury path with her. You know that we all can feel your guidance when we have the orb, don't you, reader darling? Nothing else going on in there, so we will continue our journey, where we will go to Cinderroot. Just gonna take a quick sip of coffee here as well. You arrive on the outskirts of Cinderroot, but once again, the informant Sandalwood is nowhere to be found. You sense the hopes of your companions waning as you search through the area yields nothing. Then something starts the little imp Tizo. He is Scra! Tizo seems to be crying out in surprise. He has spotted something or someone. A tall figure strides from the trees, making a sound like laughter. The imp charges towards him and leaps right into the figure's arms. They embrace. Wooded man. Hail, Tizo. But you look famished. Here. The tall sap, tree-like creatures known for their ingenuity, cleverness, and ambition. Having allied with them, the Commonwealth achieved in decades what they could not achieve in centuries. Ooh. The tall sap produces something that the imp swallows immediately and with great pleasure. The lone minstrel nods his head in affirmation. Everyone, I wish to introduce you to my client, Wolfred Sandalwood. It has been too long, Wolfred, sir. Too long indeed, Tarek. I trust your new companions bring some color to your days. They do, sir. I think that you shall find them worthy of the Nightwings. The sap looks upon the lot of you. You cannot sense his thoughts. We shall see. He turns to you. You must be the reader. I'm certain that we all appreciate your efforts here, my boy. Though we shall manage on our own from here on out. You're welcome to continue on with us, of course, though you are free to go. I trust you have been adequately compensated for your time. Thanks as well for looking after all my books. Consider what to say to all of this. Insist on staying. You've been assured your freedom. You categorically refuse to be cast aside so easily. Bid everyone farewell. The leader of the Nightwings has returned. You can tell when you are no longer wanted or remain silent. Insist on staying. Come on. You stand your ground, meeting Volfred's steady gaze, and assert to him that you do not feel your commitments to and from this group have yet been satisfied. Hold on. Volfred, sir. I'm Hedwin. My companions and I are the ones who answered your call. We followed the signs you left for us. Now we're here. Thanks to you, and also to this reader. Not just a reader. He is our friend. My friend. He is not disposable. We made him a promise, and our freedoms are now intertwined. Volfred smirks at this. Freedom's not something to be traded or exchanged, my boy. I'd hoped that you have come to grasp with this much by now. He breathes a sigh. It seems we have started off on the wrong foot. It is not my wish to sour the occasion, for there's much to do. You have a right you need to get to, do you not? I'll come along, though shall not interfere. For it seems you have a kinship with the reader of yours. Now then, Derek. Aye, Wilfred, sir. Come, let's have a chat. Of course, sir. Volfred strides towards the black wagon, which must have belonged to him. You sense many conflicting emotions among your companions. Volfred Sandalwood joins you. He knows much of the rites. Welcome him aboard. Your wagon cuts through a clearing to arrive at the Glade of Lugh, where the stars directed you. Volfred nods his approval, but leaves everyone to their devices. The great Sept scholar Lugh's Glorian here vanquished the Rutain Lemless Arazek. Page revealed the demon. So let's go to the slug market real quick. Oh, hey, you guys, I guess I didn't get to the word out about this new franchise which we opened up here just now. So, give you a great deal, just tell your friends, okay? Oh, and hey there, Mr. Sandalwood. Good day to you as well, Ron. So what's new here? Right light. Once per right, if the bear's pyre is extinguished, it is instead restored by +5. Okay, that's like pretty good. Sunken Shadow, though, is like insanely good. Let's sell the bark strip for 10. Proceed. And then 15. We're just shy by a little bit. And I don't really want to sell anything here. +2, +2. So this is just the cheaper +2, so we'll take that for the time being. Proceed. And we will return. Pleasure was all mine and Dad's, you guys. Wait, did he sound more refined there? He sounded a little bit more refined. So Sandalwood. We'll talk to Volfred. He seems to have something on his mind. As you approach Volfred Sandalwood, you feel very much aware that you reside within his black wagon rather than he in yours. He says you in silence for a time and then, Tarek, if you have a moment. Aye, Wilfred, sir. What is it? This reader. You deem him worthy by your estimation? The lone minstrel tilts his hat in your direction. If you wish my own estimation, Wilfred, sir, then I do. Of course, it is not entirely for me to say, but I have seen this reader integrating with the others well. I believe that his achievements are self-evident in having reached Black Basin. Your instructions were deliberately difficult to follow, yet he and the others followed them. Indeed, your words make sense as ever, Tarek. And what does little Tizo think of him, I wonder? Skrahiki. Tizo indicates that, as a matter of fact, he is happy to have you around. There you have it, sir. I see. He continues to examine you. High praise isn't oft spoken by those two, my boy. Nonetheless, I shall begin watching you. Now pardon us, Tarek and I have matters to discuss. They leave without another word, although you think you notice the lone minstrel look your way over his shoulder. Book of Rights. Okay, the demon. Inspect. The words of Galathanian, the Master General. I said it right. Emperor Mur. Scarcely could I recognize him when I last found him. A half-starved animal, horns sprouted from his head, a bestial mirror of his blackened reputation. And I, a man who conquered countries, feared my emperor then in such a way I had never known. My charge had been to slay this man, but when I discovered him, he was already fighting for his life. The little imp, Haub, provided a little help against the Sisters of the Arch, whose entire lives were culminating in this incident. I was unable to watch. My heart ached with such pity for the man, and for the love I felt for him when I had served him, that I sprang to his defense. Okay, anything? Oh, that's what's on her mind. Let me ask you something, lovely reader. Have you any idea for how long I've been imprisoned here? I'm gonna say 1,000 years? You guess that Sandra could have been in her current state of exile since well before the dawn of the current age. At first, she shows no indication that she even heard you. Close. Soon enough, I shall be getting there. I've been imprisoned thus for 837 years, according to my count at least. It is possible I have lost track, although I have given my state, I can assure you that I have had ample time to verify my arithmetic. She goes silent for a time. Let me give you some advice. If you decide to kill the Emperor, make sure you achieve what you set out to do. I expected my own death, regardless of the outcome of my task. I was not expecting this. Certainly not to be telling you about it 837 years later, or however long it has been. Although, even enough of that for now, let's get back to business. Was she the one with the Emperor at the very end? I think she was the one with the Emperor at the very end. Huh. Interesting, nonetheless. Commence the rites? We'll commence the rites now. You and your fellow exiles arrived at the sacred site called Glade of Lu, and now look to the stars in the sky to signal the beginning of the next rite. The woods about you bring a sense of tranquility you have not felt in some time, but then you notice one of the trees move. It shuffles towards you and regards you with an exaggerated bow. Woodman. Well, goodness, by the roots of Lu's Glorian, it would appear the rumors are correct. The Nightwings have returned. Oh, but where are my manners, One moment. The sap claws his mask with his wispy fingers. Much better. Age manly Tinderstaff, at your service. Perhaps you've heard of me. He is a sycophant who seems certain he will land a position of high standing once he is free. My fellows and myself, you perhaps know us as the Chastity. A triumvirate bent on exploiting the rights to gain status in the Commonwealth. We will soon stand against you in the rise. For now, I am just whiling away the time, making small talk. Now then, as I have introduced myself, your turns. To whom am I speaking? Then, in your mind's eye, you see Volfred and hear his voice. Manly Tinderstaff is not to be trusted. Reveal neither yourself to him nor me. Well? Beneath her mask, Jodariel stares back at him in silence. You suspect Volfred's message may have reached every member of the group. Why, now, how very rude indeed. Well, fine, ignore me, but do so at your peril. Anyhow, once this evening's rite commences any moment now, then I'm afraid ignoring me won't be an option any longer. Oh, And now I do believe this guy is beginning to show. We'll have to chat again some other time. Now come along, come along. Manley bows him again and wanders off into the clearing as the stars begin to burn. Exiles may choose from different masteries at each time they rise in rank. Oh, a certain item lets you repick. Interesting.
The stars align themselves before you, reader. And here now at the Glade of Liu, I have to say, you've come so very far. But there are those, such as your adversaries called the Chastity, who have toiled for this too. They know that with their freedom comes great opportunity. It could be yours instead. Please show the Chastity that the Nightwings are superior.
I think we're actually getting the favor of the guy who's the voiceover for the rights. I wonder, O honored Nightwings, how well you know these woods. Why, these woods would strangle you. You couldn't handle my strongest words. And I'm afraid I could do a little to stop them even if I tried. You might do better to be aware of them. When Jodariel continues to ignore him, he grows upset. Why, you insolent! Then fine. Let us begin the dance indeed. He shoves his mask back on in a huff. And allow me to thank you in advance for helping me return unto my proper station in the Commonwealth. Oh.
Who shall
Here's a
conduct
mix.
the rites?
Okay, so you're level 3 already. You are well on your way to level 4. So I think we take Sir Gelman. I think we take Pamitha. But then who else do we want to take? Maybe Tiso? Like, this will be like a super fast, super squishy team, but at the same time, I don't know if we have much better options. 8.3 seconds, or if we give him that, it's 7.7. Or just deal an extra 2 damage whenever he jumps into the Pyre. Maybe we'll give him that. Although that's pretty good too. You know what? Fairy Spirit. And yeah, you can keep that. So Tizo.
Tizo.
He didn't sound too pleased about that one. Pamitha.
Pamitha.
And Gilman.
Sir Gilman.
And
Choice is cast.
glory is within our grasp. Would that this knight and had his hands with which to grasp it. Are you quite ready, finally, O Nightwings? May all those masks of yours ensure no harm should come to any of your lovely countenances. Now come along, come along. Let's have the stars a show. You got this, Tizo. You got this, Tizo. Wait, what? May I present to you humbled Manley Jr. Why, he is every bit my equal, and is poised to guarantee the Tinderstaff line shall have a bright, bright future. He goes on and on about his sapling for a while. Crikey is no longer interested in listening to Manley prattle on. Say no more. Would that he would say no more either. Now, isn't that he just the more special thing you've ever seen, The sapling is nothing but an extension of Manley. If he is banished, the sapling should cease to trouble you as well.
Manley and his offspring hold no small degree of influence within the Commonwealth, reader.
What the?
There are
What
many
the?
who would welcome his return, though none so much as he himself. The Night Wings
We got it.
assert themselves.
Got one.
fiercely.
Got one. Oh, what's this? It seems the woods themselves are closing in upon a little sorry. Oh, do be careful now. These grasping roots and vines, they may not hold you in such high esteem as I. Ooh, 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 ooh.
Your adversary Manly is comfortable in this suffocating glade. Yet he longs now for the comfort of his Commonwealth estate. Perhaps such wealth ought to be reserved instead for you. Magnificent!
Good job, Tizo. Good job. Good job. Oh dear, the woods are closing in, uncomfortably close to that. Whatever shall we do? Perhaps if you stand aside a while, you could put an end to this much sooner. Ooh, yeah, that is, definitely closing in. Like, is this supposed to be difficult? Say, you haven't noticed how it's feeling rather crowded in here, hmm? Almost as if the 100 Minds himself resents you being here. Yes, I'd rather think that's it. 100 Minds. Third of the 8 scribes of the Book of Rites, known as the Wise or the Philosopher. He is said to have fathomed every thought, and his wisdom flows through the river of his name. So cease with all your scurrying about with that damned orb and let me handle this. You got this, Tizo. You got this. You got this. Don't even worry about a thing, Tizo. Don't even worry about a thing. Oh, jeez.
Oh,
Ooh! Good job, Tizo. Although, wait, Sir Gilman's right, because he actually... Oh, now they're, like, super puppy guarding. You got it, Tizo.
scribes.
Alright, you Nightwings. I've headed up to here with you. Or perhaps I've simply headed up to here with all these encroaching plans, these miserable things. Either way, I don't appreciate how you're ignoring me. Yeah, it's like, it's pretty tight in here now. Not gonna lie, it's like pretty tight in here now. Oh! No! No! No!
Almost.
There we go. Easy.
Engulfed in fire.
So it's gonna take 2 more rounds at least.
Now end the ceremony. Yes.
Uh-oh. That's not good. That's not good. That's not good. That's not good. Oh, yeah. One more. One more. Banished all. One and all. I love it. Uh-oh. But they're all back. They're actually all back. Oh, they got rid of Tamitha. That's not cool. Oh.
Oh, you poor thing.
Oh, that's not good. That's not good. That's not good. That's really not good. That's really not good. Yep. That's a point for them.
Rather cunning trick.
Dang, I almost had a flawless. Almost.
All
Good job, Tizo.
the orb.
Good job, Tizo. You are an MVP this round.
Fine, yes, the Nightwings did prevail. 'Twas as though the scribes themselves stood by their side.
Good job, Tizo. You
Right
imploding
is ended.
magnificent beast. Scra hee 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 ha. Tizo is fired up, having prevailed against the against Manley and the Chastity. That ought to wipe that smug look off that sap's face. Well, my. Oh, worry not, oh Nightwings. I'm not angry with you, honestly. But I am very, 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 very disappointed. I thought perhaps that we had something going here between us. You scratch my back, I scratch yours and all. Instead, however, you decided to spit in my face. Fine. We'll have to see where all your rudeness gets you now. Ta-ta.
Always is there greater knowledge to be gained.
Man, thought I would have. Oh, you're so close, Sir Gilman. Tell me. Oh, they're both so close, but not quite there.
Until the stars
Wilfred.
align.
Well, that was well done, my boy. I'm beginning to see why your companions vouch for you. Don't let it get to your head, though, of course. During the race, press A to pass the orb while in danger. After defeating the Chastity with ease, you return to your wagon to consider your next move. An adequate performance made back there. Adequate? Yes, adequate. For the next part of our plan, go. Have your reader there consult the stars. See where they take you next. I'll give you a hint. It's further north. It's going to be high up. Did this knight hear you say high up? And it's going to be cold. We'll see. Come on, my friend. Let's have a look outside then. That plan Voltenford mentioned. I just want you to know, I don't know what he means. We're here because we're going to be free again. We won't be living out our days as exiles. That's the only plan as far as I'm concerned. But there's always a catch, right? We'll see what Volfred has to say. Anyway, I'll leave you to it. No matter what, we're getting closer thanks to you. Once more you look to the heavens, seeking out your destination. So it's further... Oh! It's one of these stars. Solium, the golden star. The golden star shines bright over the highest mountain in all of the downside. Is this like one of the 8 scribes that we're going up against? So now you see it for yourself. You are summoned to the north, where looms Mount Elodiel, and at the very top, the Fall of Solium. Mount Elodiel, the sacred mound on whose summit the rites were first conceived. Whether its summit is the downside's closest point to the Commonwealth or the farthest, none can say. The Fall of Solium. According to the stars, the next rite shall soon commence here. The temple at the highest point of the downside exists to honor the 8 scribes. You confirm the stars indicate this exactly. Volfred, sir. How did you know? Volfred smiles back at him, but as you sense his thoughts, as though he is directing them at you.
Can read, my boy.
Damn, voice acting. I too can read.
Forbidden though the words may be.
He turns back to Hedwin. Your reader's skills, while rare, are not unique. But, as I said, I'll let him do the job. See that you have something special going here. Which benefits the plan. What plan? I thought this was about our freedom. Oh, fear not, my boy. It is indeed. Plenty of time to tell you all about it on the way. For now, however, you look like you can use some rest, and for that matter, so can I. If you'll excuse me. You sense your companions are exhausted from the recent travels. Given the road ahead, you agree it would be best to take the night to recover as much as possible. And with that, I think it's a good point to say that we should end the episode. Thank you so much for tuning in, everyone. If you made it to this point of the video, feel free to support in the form of a like. It helps me out a lot and shows that you want to continue to watch this series. And if you want to see more videos like this one, you can always subscribe to my channel to be notified whenever I upload any new content, whether it's of this or of any other kind. And until next time, as always, everyone, have a good one, and I'll see you next time in Pyre. Bye for now, though.